Welcome to the Merch Minds podcast, where we discuss everything about the Merch by Amazon business and the print-on-demand industry. Here are your hosts, Glen and Yong.
Welcome, everybody, to the Merch Minds podcast, episode number 19. My name is Glen with the YouTube channel Hustler Hacks, and Yong is here, ready to talk about merch.
Yo, man, what's going on, dude? Hey, you look like you just got a new camera. So for those of you guys that don't know, we do these podcasts on Google Hangout, and then we extract the audio. But Glenn is looking clean,
crisp and clean, nice,
wow.
Crystal clear HD.
Is that just right? Kidding. I mean, I can see everything, man. Your house is a mess.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff all over the place.
Nah, you know what though? My house is a mess too, so I ain't mad at you.
I see a bike over there.
You do see a bike.
Yeah. Have you ever ridden that lately?
Yeah, man. I not in the last few weeks because it's been raining here so hard. So.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So not lately. But let's talk merch, man. What's going on, dude?
Merch. The wonderful world of merch. And what's going on? Let me just open this up real quick, because I was going to talk about where I am, the sales. You know, Valentine's Day was a little slow.
It was.
Yeah, I know Richard. He's also in our group, but we had talked a little bit. He had left a comment on there about how Valentine's Day, I don't think he sold a shirt or something like that. And I was like, yeah, it had been a little slow today. I agreed with him because it's just started off really slow compared to all the other days. And, you know, Valentine's Day, it's a big day. People like to go on dates. Love is in the air. They're not thinking about t-shirts. So it was a little slower, but sales have still been pretty good. They've been improving. Now I'm starting to, I guess, go up to where the day kind of starts at like 240 sales per week, more or less, instead of finishing the day at that point. So I'm trying to get to that next level. And this is kind of like where I was when I had like almost 3,000 shirts. Except right now I have a little bit over 1,900 shirts. But as far as the numbers go, the royalties go, I'm right there between like 5,500 and 6,000 more or less. So I got to keep this up, and then eventually, you know, it'll grow from there. But adding a whole bunch of shirts per day, I've seen, you know, good results. As long as the numbers are improving, then, you know, then I assume everything's good. But if I keep adding more and more shirts and then the numbers stay the same, well, that's not going to help anybody. But they did, it looks like they added some more submissions for me for the day. So at first, they let me do 40, and then they hooked me up to 55, and then they put me down to 35, and then now I'm back up to 55 submissions per day, which is going to be very, very tough to do.
So do you anticipate, I mean, I've asked you this before, so do you anticipate on filling the 55 slots every day? Because that's, you know, do the math, that's 110 shirts every 2 days.
Yeah, that's probably not going to go down. But I have been pretty consistent with the 35 that I was limited to. Okay. But 55, I mean, that's pushing it. I don't know if I can do another 20 after that. That's even, you know, how simple these designs are. Adding another 20 per day is pretty rough.
Yeah, no, I'm at, so I was at 4, then they dropped me down to 2. Now I'm back to 4, and I'm kind of, and you know what? Call me selfish or call me stupid, but I'm, like I said, man, I was happy at 2 because, you know, as I said in my previous episode, man, I'm working on my Shopify store, and now I got to work on getting the extra 2 more designs up on merch, which is going to slow me down on my Shopify store. But you know what? If that happens, oh well. You know, I'm not going to cry about it.
You got to improve those merch numbers. All about merch right now.
It is all about merch, but at the same time, it's all about other print-on-demand sites and trying to make money on other platforms.
Yes, sir. Got to diversify out there
Absolutely.
as much money as possible. So you're a little like not disappointed that you're back up to 4, but
Nah. I mean, obviously, I was joking. No, I'm not disappointed, but it's just like I said, I was so focused on developing my Shopify store. Now it's going to take, and now it's going to, I'm going to be more focused on. It seems like designing shirts for merch again. But you know what? I made it happen before. I can make it happen again. So.
are you
It's
pretty
not a big
sure
deal.
that you can do the 4 pretty easily?
Yeah, I believe it or not, I have a lot of shirts in draft mode right now. So,
Okay, good.
come midnight, that's the thing too. Like I stay up every day until midnight, so I can just upload my 4 shirts, right at 12:01. Um, so, but yeah, they're ready to go for at least another 4 or 5 days. And so that'll buy me some time as far as working on my Shopify store, because I have a bunch of shirts in draft mode already.
Yeah. And you put on there that on the Merch Minds Facebook group that someone's royalties have been improving. So let us know where you're at, what's going on.
Yeah, man. I thought you were gonna start off with your numbers, but you know what? It doesn't matter, man. Because hey,
Oh no,
because the
I did
champ is
I did
here.
talk about my numbers. I said that I was
Because
between
the champ is
5,000.
here. Because the champ is here, and the champ always goes first. I guess no, that makes no sense because the champ always goes last. Like in boxing, that just made no sense. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So my numbers have been improving steadily. I'm averaging about 10 shirts per day. Like you said, though, Glenn, the last 2 to 3 days, the numbers have dropped significantly. It could be Valentine's, who knows? But the numbers have dropped. But yeah, I'm averaging about 10 shirts a day. I think it was like 3 days ago, or maybe 2. I had hit the 70 t-shirts sold mark for the first time. Was it 70 or 80? I can't remember. And anyway, if you're in the group, you guys will see my post. And I surpassed $700 in royalty for the first time ever.
And this is for the week.
This is for the 7-day
7
average.
days, yes. 7
7-day
days.
average. And I think most people were really surprised at the fact, not because my numbers are growing, but someone actually did a calculation, and I was really surprised. But they actually calculated my average royalty per shirt, and I think people were really surprised by the fact that it was so high. I'm averaging just a little over $7 per shirt.
Nice, that's pretty good.
And yeah, and I think most people were surprised by that.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm seeing steady growth. Still on pace to hit my 2K mark by the end of the month. Today is, what is today? The 15th?
16th.
16th. Okay. So we have approximately 2 more weeks left in the month. And, I'm still on pace to hit that mark. We'll see. But yeah, man, I mean, it's slow, but like I said, I mean, it took me a year to get to this point. And hopefully by June, I can hit my goal of the end of June, I should say, my goal of doing 45K, not 45, $4,500,000 in royalty by the end of June.
Look at this guy.
We'll see. I don't know if it's going to happen. Hopefully, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Hopefully, no more restrictions, no more, this and no more that. I'm sick of all these stuff that Amazon's implementing because I just hate change. But you know what? In the long run, it's probably for the best.
Yeah, and the numbers are growing, so.
Yeah, the numbers are growing slowly, but definitely, surely. Yeah.
Yep. So after that, $4,500 per month, you can buy a nice little mansion, And
not here. Maybe in El Paso, but not here. You ain't buying no mansion here with that kind of money.
What's the deal with the weather over there? Like, is it still? You said a little bit about raining, but is it still raining?
We had a little break, and then it started raining again, and we're expecting rain for the next 5 days, which is good because for the last several years we've been in a drought, so which is good. And I personally like the rain, so I could care less. I joke about the weather and whatnot, but I do like the rain, and we definitely do need it. So
yeah,
it's all good with me.
Very nice. I can see you, with your computer on, you got Illustrator open, you're just uploading some shirts, you're nice and cozy with a blanket, hot chocolate, cuddling. I can definitely picture that. So,
yo, dude, it just sounds like you described what you did on Valentine's Day with your wife.
They're gonna say alone, forever alone.
Whoa. Oh my goodness.
So yeah, Valentine's Day is over and done with, which you know what? Valentine's Day, I haven't really actually gone out on a date that day since high school, because nobody wants to wait in line and deal with Valentine's Day messes.
So. Hey, you know what? I know this is completely off topic. Obviously we're here to talk about merch and whatnot, but
oh yeah,
you know what, man? Valentine's. Even when I was with my ex, man, I never enjoyed Valentine's, man. I feel like that's a holiday that was just made up to really and I'm being completely honest here, it was made up to just boost the economy, right? Yeah. I mean, roses are sold for 3 times the price. You got chocolate, people are out buying cards and it's just, the dinner and all that. It's a made up holiday. I mean, if you really love someone, you should do stuff like that year round. Okay. Yeah. Not once a year. It's just something that I've never really believed in, man. It's just stupid.
It's not a real holiday unless you have the day off from work.
True. Which leads me to another topic, man. Did you know that today, and I didn't know this. Today was what the heck is it? Some kind of a protest. What is it? The No Immigrant Day or something.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yo, man, if I would have known that this morning, I would not have gone to work. For real though, man, I would have stayed home and just been chilling, man.
You could have just cranked out a whole bunch of merch shirts for the whole next month.
Yeah.
Put those in draft mode.
I was like, yo, man, why? I'm like, dude, I had to find this out after I got into the office. I'm like, jeez. Anyway, I thought that was funny though.
You still could have left and just.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess.
Oh, today's
next time.
That's today. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Man. You know what? Next time Trump runs for president, I will take the day off.
So there you go. Could have used that, but I think though, speaking of Valentine's Day, what about Valentine's Day shirts? Did you sell any leading up to it? Did you have many listed?
Nah, man. I didn't do any Valentine's shirts.
No,
I'm doing a little more evergreen shirts. In the beginning, when I first started merch, I would follow the national holidays and current events and whatnot, just to kind of speed up my sales so I can get tiered up quicker.
Yeah.
But now that technically I'm supposed to be at 2,000, but I'm still stuck at 500.
Mm-hmm.
But now, now that the numbers are quite significantly larger than before, I'm sticking to more evergreen designs. I guess maybe, some of the bigger holidays like Christmas and, things like that, New Year's, holidays that are universal.
Mm-hmm.
I might do some designs for those, but first of all, I mean, I just got done telling you I don't believe in Valentine's, so I didn't want to waste my time.
Yeah, and I guess the next one is what, St. Patrick's Day, maybe?
I've done a lot of St. Patrick's Day designs, a bunch of them.
Oh, okay.
I've sold a couple, so yeah, we'll see because I think that's the next one coming up.
Yeah, so get those shirts ready, get them prepared.
They're done. They're ready.
They're done. They're already selling right now. So today's episode, wanted to talk about top 10 ways to improve Merch by Amazon, the platform in general. This is not a rant episode. This is not a complaining episode. These are just 10 ways, we feel that the platform could be improved. So maybe someone hard at work right now at Amazon is listening to this and they're like, you know what? Glen and Yong, those are some smart dudes. I really, really like their ideas. Let's use some of them. Let's implement some of them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, and these are things that's been discussed before, but we just want to bring it up again in case
Hey, I don't
you
think
guys aren't. What was that?
I don't think all of these. I don't think we've talked about all of these, have we?
No. I mean, it's been brought up in general, like in
Oh,
other
okay.
Facebook groups. These are topics that I've seen out there. But
Oh,
yeah, no, we wanted
okay.
to just talk about it here on the podcast.
Okay, and this is like no particular order, by the way. This is just 10 ways to improve. And before we start, if you have different ways that Amazon could improve the platform, none of these have to do with, I guess, like termination, because we already know that they're not going to respond to you and stuff like that, But totally 10 different ways, to improve the platform, period. But if you have different ways you want to add different things to this list, you can go to the Merch Minds Facebook group, join the group, and let us know. We'll start like a little thread on there. You can let us know what you think, if anything you would like to add, if you don't hear, one of the top 10 ways on our list. So let us know. All right. So the first one, like I said, no particular order. I don't even know how I should even start because there's 10 of them. I think they're all important.
Just go down the list.
Okay. So the first one, we should allow, or maybe they should allow the creators to change the featured t-shirt color. And this, I kind of hate how, this would be perfect. Our perfect example would be St. Patrick's Day, right? You're going to assume that you're probably going to pick green, but
Obviously.
What if you wanted to use a different color that looks good on white as well, or green white combination, and maybe you want a certain color to be the featured t-shirt, and it's not. This has happened before too, how I know black and that dark gray slate color sells pretty good, and then when I see it on there, I always see the last color that I choose, which is normally blue or something. I always see that one as my featured t-shirt color, and I'm like, man, any way to change this? I would really like to see black.
But didn't Amazon say somewhere saying that the shirt color that sells the most is eventually going to be your featured color?
Yeah, I guess over time.
Not always the case, though. Yeah, okay.
But I guess if you only sold one, and so for some weird reason they chose, I don't know, that weird blue that you didn't think it would sell, but it did.
Yeah.
And then now you kind of have that one as the featured one. I think it could. I don't know. I think it could bring in more sales if you had, the right color that you kind of envisioned, which is probably going to be black, or maybe that slate gray. I don't know. Yeah. They're both good colors, but
for some reason the darker colors are always the best sellers, like the black and the navy.
Yeah.
But since you brought that up, and this is not on the list, one thing I would add to the list is maybe also being able to control what shirt is featured, because some of my shirts so first of all, I pick both, or not both, all three: men's, women's, and kids. Always. I don't care what's on the shirt. And sometimes I see the kids shirt is being featured, and I'm like, I don't want the kids shirt to be the featured photo, man. I want the men's the men's shirt to be featured. So that's something I would add in there as well.
Yeah, and sometimes the kids shirt is a wider looking t-shirt, and I think sometimes the design doesn't really look as good on the kids, as far as a little example goes. I think it looks good on the other two, but for some reason, maybe because the kid's shirt, like I said, is a little bit wider, I don't know, it just doesn't look as good. So I totally get what you're saying, at least to show maybe the men's or women's shirt instead of the kids one. But
yeah,
so
absolutely.
All right. Next one.
Yeah. Allow the creator to delete drafts. And that's something that I learned today because so today was a day that I got boosted from 2 to 4,
Okay.
and I wanted to delete a draft, and I realized I can't.
Yeah.
I could delete the photo of the design and then just upload a different design and then just change all the wording. But I realized you can't delete the whole thing.
Yeah, and I think that sometimes I would get kind of confused because like I had some like on draft ready to go, and then I had some on draft that like I didn't want to upload, and then I was like, wait a minute, I'm not even supposed to be uploading this one because this one I didn't want to upload, and I totally forgot about it, and it was kind of old, and I was like, oh man, like if I could just delete these, then I wouldn't be confused between the ones I need to upload and the ones that I really wanted to just get rid of.
Yeah, and not just that, but when it gets old, you know how Amazon does it, right? The dashboard for merch, it moves everything down, and by the time you forget about it, it's like in page 3 or 4, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I completely forgot I even had that in draft mode.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that'd be really, really helpful.
Yeah,
So,
that'd be a cool feature. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. Where did I go? Okay, here we go. Next one. Allow the customer to choose the type of shirt that they want. So, the difference between American Apparel and Anvil shirts, and allow them to choose. And then if they choose, whichever one, then you'll get the right, royalty from that. But they're the ones who are going to be wearing it. So they're the ones who know what kind of like look and feel they want their t-shirt to be. So I think it'd only be right if they can choose, the type of t-shirt they want.
Because I've mentioned this before. Because I think the older folks tend to shop for the Anvil shirts, and it's the younger generation that likes the American Apparel, because the American Apparel, just in my opinion, they're made for thinner people. It has a tighter fit. Anvil is a little more loose, so it'll be nice to give the customers that feature so they can choose their own shirts.
Yeah,
absolutely.
All right, next one.
Number 4, it would be really nice if Amazon has a seller app, kind of like how they do for FBA. It would be nice to just have an app that we have on our mobile device, and we can log in, check our numbers, our sales, if there's any messages, any tier updates, or even notification for on reviews, right? For instance, I have some reviews on my shirt I didn't even know about. I had to act. I found out by accident just by going to the shirt page on Amazon, and then I realized that I have a review. So it'd be nice to have that all within an app. I mean, it'll be nice to have it on the web dashboard as well, but it'll be really nice to have everything in an app, because I do it manually on my smart device through the browser, and I have to log in, and it's just a tedious process.
I think everybody gets tired of logging in like every so often, but I'm always like, whenever I log in, I'm always like, oh man, I wonder what the sales are now. Like, I feel like if I don't log in for a while, then I'm like, oh, let's see what they jump to or what's going on, or stuff like that. But if we have like this like nice, perfect app that just like everything's smooth, a nice little simple dashboard, you get the messages, you get some tier updates. Like you said, get like different, get an update that tells you, so-and-so customer left a review on your shirt. You can go read that review. Every time you get a sale, would you like the little cha-ching noise or no? Like eBay?
You mean every time I get a sale?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't want that, man. That would just get annoying.
What about like really a different cha-ching noise than eBay's? Just kidding.
No, I mean, it would be nice maybe if they maybe gave you the option to turn it on and off. Oh, okay. I would leave it off because then I'll be constantly logging in. It'll kill me. That'll just destroy me. Yeah, I'll be logging in like every freaking time I get a notification just to see what my numbers are like. Okay, but let's be honest here, Glenn.
Okay.
How often do you log in to check your numbers?
Let's
Be
see.
honest.
Oh man, I'd have to go through my day. Like in the morning, I always log in. Like
Hmm.
I always log in and double check, and then I see what it is. And then probably like another time mid-morning, and then another time before lunch. And then when I come back from lunch, that's another time. So that's like 4 already. And then at least 2 to 3 times in the afternoon, and then right after work. Safe to say maybe like 10 to 12 times a day.
Dude, I can't. I don't know, man. I'm logging in constantly just to see what I did. That's why I would not want a notification because it'll just make it worse.
Now you just be super addicted to merch.
Oh yeah, no, it'll be all bad.
All right, but okay, no notifications, but definitely a simple seller app.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't know if I know there's a bunch of programmers out there. I don't know if that's something that you can do with the API that they offer. I don't know. I mean, if you could be an outside programmer outside of Amazon that can develop something like this. Who knows? We'll see.
Okay.
If you're a programmer, let us know. Can this be done?
And then let's see. Okay, so the next one, which is sorry, I keep going in and out reading stuff. Okay, so next one, to add infant sizes or onesies, small little baby wear, and stuff for your pets, dog, shirts. So before we move on to phone cases and all this stuff, why not just finish up the t-shirt type of thing and make little small t-shirts for babies and some shirts for dogs?
Yo, first of all, I'm gonna tell you this right now, dude. I need a onesie. Yo, man, those things look comfortable, man. I want to wear a onesie.
All right.
But yeah, no, I agree. And I even asked in the Facebook group not too long ago, like, where can I? And this is for my Shopify store. Where can I find a company that does pet supplies? Because I wanted to do some stuff for pets. And but yeah, definitely. I mean the onesies for the babies, and then pet accessories. Those are things that believe it or not, people do some odd stuff with their pets. Man, they dress them up, and it's just weird. So yeah.
Yeah, I gotta accommodate everybody on there. I mean, there's some pretty good dog shirts on there too that for sure will sell well.
Oh yeah. I mean, you can you can make a matching set for the owner and the pet.
Oh yeah,
I've seen some crazy stuff, man. It's crazy what people do. So yeah, that's something that we would like to see. Number 6, show a health bar for account status. And this is something that we talked about previously, just Amazon letting us know where we stand as far as our account is concerned. I mean, we all make mistakes. We're human. Instead of just
we're mere humans.
Exactly. Instead of just smashing that suspend button. Let us know where we stand. I mean, are we in the green? Are we in the orange? Or are we in the red? I mean, let us know. I mean, giving us an opportunity to fix what we're doing wrong, I think, would be big. I think most people that are doing merch, I don't think they do things maliciously to jeopardize their account. I think most people are honest, and they just make honest mistakes. There's a handful out there. They just want to make that quick buck and then leave. But I think most people are honest content creators, and to be able to have that would be just awesome.
Yeah, and I think we talked a little bit about this, just very similar to the YouTube one. If you guys have a YouTube account, you can see that to see, red, yellow, green. They show you where you're at, your account status. And if something happens, you mess up or something messes up, at least you can kind of see where you're at instead of just being out there unknown, not really know what's going on. So a little account, what health bar for the accounts, I think that would definitely help. Next one, number 7, a customer support phone number or some type of message system, and not email, because we already know where that stands. But some type of customer support phone number, you can talk to somebody. But then again, we know that Amazon kind of doesn't really want to deal with that too. So I don't know, because can you imagine like what some people are going to call for? Like, well, if someone just, copied my design, take them off, right, meow, and make that into a shirt.
Yeah.
But
no, it'd be like that 911, right? Where people just call for random stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Like that could just be all day. So I know Amazon doesn't want that, but I don't know, something to where it's a little bit easier to get a hold of somebody instead of just emailing them, because you never know if they even read that or not.
Mm-hmm. Or they can do something like you can call twice a month or something. So
yeah, that's true.
So when I develop websites outside of my job, my day job, I used a company called DreamHost, and their customer services, they want to do all customer service through a messaging system.
Okay.
But then they if you absolutely want to talk to someone, they give you up to like 2 to 3 phone calls per month.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be good. Yeah, for sure.
Something like that.
Instead of people
Absolutely.
just taking advantage and abusing that.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, someone copied my phrase, and oh my, yeah, that'll get out of control.
Yeah.
All right. So where are we at next here?
Okay, we got 3 left, and the next one is to this is a very simple thing, which I think they could definitely do this, but sorting by brand name under your, you go to manage, you can filter them out. So you want to filter by brand name instead of just, draft and live, rejected, all that. This would be interesting because under brand name, I know like you gotta just double check if you're repeating shirts, but let's say you do have like a group of shirts that you want to do well, but you don't really remember like what you put it under. Because I have like 20 different brand names or more, like just depending whatever the niche is. So this could really change things if you're like, hey, well, where should I put this shirt? Where does that make sense? Would it go together with some other older shirts that I created? Now you have them sorted by brand name. I think that would definitely help.
You mean, so when you say brand name, you mean the company name, obviously, right?
Yeah, that you named it under.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like Joe's T-shirts.
Yeah, exactly. Would that help you much or not really? Do you have a lot of different names, brand names?
Every single one of my shirts has their own brand name.
Oh, interesting.
Every single one. Yeah, and I do that because I don't want people, if I have everything under just one account, one brand name, Joe's T-shirts, it'll just make it easier for copycats, right?
Oh, okay.
They can click on my brand name, and they'll get like a full list of everything that I've designed under that name, and I don't want that. So believe it or not, every single one of my shirts has a different brand name.
Okay.
So absolutely,
that's pretty interesting, because I have them under certain niches and groups, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them have like way more than others, but I don't know. Interesting, because I haven't really had. Well, maybe I haven't really checked as often with the copycats, but I don't know. I mean, I guess you can do either one, and as long as you're having success with it, then maybe give that a try too, and just see how that works.
Yeah. No, I mean it's worked so far. I mean, my numbers are growing. So
look at this guy. Well, it has worked. My numbers are exploding. So
so we're gonna move on to number 9.
Yes, sir. System
in place to allow bad reviews to be removed based on quality or shipping time. And it's just, I think it's just not, for us, the content creators, it's just not we have no control, right? At least on FBA, we have a little more control, right? Here we have really no control. And Yeah, I mean, it'll be nice to somehow be able to take care of that, right? Oh, if you have a bad review, well, what was it for? Was it because the design was bad, or was it, if the shipping was delayed? If the shipping was delayed, at least we can try and get that review removed, because that's out of our control, right?
Yeah.
But if it's something like the quality, or they just didn't like the design, well, I mean, hey, that's on you as a content creator. But it'd be nice to have something there to allow us to review them and try and get them removed based on what it is.
Yeah. It'd be kind of funny to see like bad design reviews.
Yeah. I got
Because
this interesting. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Because it'd be kind of funny because it'd be like, well, initially I saw this design on screen. I thought it was really funny. And then when I got it, I was like, man, this is a really, really lame shirt. Like, what would your design, I guess, like a bad review in the design be? Because you don't have any control over the quality. So, like,
yeah. Huh. I don't know. That'd be funny. But I got this really, really interesting review on one of my shirts, and it wasn't bad. It was just really weird, and it was kind of funny. She left me a review, and I think it was a she, but she left me a review, and she said, "Oh, this shirt's great. It's just what I wanted." But what's weird is they shipped something else that I never ordered.
What?
Yeah, it was so weird. I was like, what? And but again, that kind of obviously caught my curiosity, and to have a system in place, it would be nice for me to just kind of communicate with the customer and figure out what it was, because I was like, oh man, I wonder what that was. What happened?
Yeah. So, in other words, they got a totally different shirt.
No, she got the shirt.
Oh.
But then she said she also got something else
that
she had, that she never ordered.
Oh.
So it was so weird. I'm like, oh, whatever.
Well, that's kind of a weird. Yeah, that is kind of a weird review. It'd be kind of funny if she was like, I ordered this shirt, but instead they sent me another shirt, and I really like that other shirt. Yeah.
I like this. I like this one better.
Yeah, that'd be hilarious. All right, so where are we? The last one already?
Mm-hmm.
Dang. So, this one I think, well, actually, they probably couldn't do this pretty easily because we don't know the future of American Apparel and how they're gonna figure things out and all that stuff. So, last one, adding new colors like pink, orange, lime green, and aqua.
Yo, man, first of all, I've noticed that you put some Miami Dolphin colors in here, man.
Oh yeah, that's true. I didn't really notice with the aqua and orange, but pink, you can really do some great designs and dominate with that color.
Oh yeah. But I think initially didn't Merch offer like just a bunch of different colors, and then they, for some reason, limited them down to like what we have now. I
thought they always had these same colors. I don't know.
Dude, I could swear, man, when they first came out, man, they had like freaking like 20, 30 different colors.
No.
I swear, man, I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, but I swear I think they had like a bunch of different colors.
I think this was like a merch dream you had of like.
No, dude. You know what? Actually, you know what? For those people listening, if you guys know, let us know who's right and who's wrong. But I'm like 99% positive that initially, when merch first came out, they offered like 20 different colors. Seriously, no joke.
And did we see purple?
I'm telling you, man, all those colors were there, man. Purple, aqua, pink, orange. Maybe I'm wrong, man, but I swear, man, I think initially they offered like a ton, like just all kinds of different colors. It was, and I'm willing to bet you money, man, that I'm right.
Oh, money, even.
Yeah. How about this? How about this? I will bet you my merch payout against your merch payout that I'm right.
Merch payout, even though Mine is like double. So that means I would have to take 2 of your merch payouts. 2 months worth.
No, man, just freaking one payout, dude. Mine against yours. How confident are you?
This is, I mean, to make sure that it's an even bet, because this next month's payout is going to be between 5 and 6,000. So we got to make sure this is even. And even then, you're pushing on the 2,000. This should be closer to like 3 months of your payout.
Yo, dude, are you confident in yourself or what?
I'm always confident in myself, but payouts, I just want to make sure they're even, to make sure I get, after I win, that I get the amount that we want.
I'll tell you what, man, I'm pretty confident, so I'll take that then. I'll take it.
3 months worth?
Yeah.
3 months against 1 month of mine.
I'm pretty confident.
That merch had at one point 30 different colors.
I don't know if it was 30. I'm obviously exaggerating, but they had like I'm thinking at least 20 colors. At least maybe. They had a bunch, man.
Oh man, this is interesting. Merch Minds Facebook group, please. Who's gonna be the judge of this? Them?
Me.
Our group? Me, you.
Me.
You're gonna Photoshop the different colors into like a screenshot.
Yo, man, first of all, dude, you gonna take this wager or what?
How do we shake hands on here?
Huh? Is that a yes?
That's a yes.
Really? Okay. You guys heard it here first. Glenn is accepting my challenge. We're gonna figure out whether merch had significant, if they offered significant colors in the beginning. But how are we gonna find this out? That's the thing.
We'd have to find someone that signed up at the very beginning.
You know what? I'm gonna ask Chris Green.
Okay, you ask him.
I'm gonna ask Chris Green. Okay. But yes. But anyways, going back to the original topic, adding new colors. I'm almost positive in the beginning they did offer a significant amount of colors.
Okay.
But yes, it would be nice to have various colors, and they did a survey not too long ago asking content creators like what we would like to see, and I think that was one of the questions, right? Like, what colors would you like to see?
Mm-hmm. I think was pink number 1?
Oh, I can't remember, but do you remember seeing that? Do you remember seeing that survey go around?
Yeah, I think I do. I do. Yeah.
Yeah, because I took that survey and I remember that being one of the questions.
Yeah. Okay, interesting. So now let's. That's it, huh? That was 10.
That was 10. That was 10.
Very nice. All right, let me see. Where am I on my notes? Like we said, that was it.
All I know is I'm about to get paid.
Are you researching right now?
No, I'm not. Okay. Dude, my hands are up, yo. Yo, my hands are up. I'm not doing nothing, dude. Like I said, you know what? I'm gonna get the answer for both of us, and I'm gonna prove you wrong.
All right. That's gonna suck when you're really, really working so hard for the next couple of months just to donate me money.
Yo, dude, I'm like positive.
I'm let my tax guy know already.
Yo, dude. In fact, my tax guy is gonna be thinking that I sold some drugs or something. They're gonna be like, "Yo, man, how'd you get all this money?"
That's hilarious. All right. So okay.
No, I'm saying no. Go ahead, man.
Oh, I wanted to see if you had any last closing comments for everybody.
Yeah, man. I always have closing comments. As always, we always ask you guys to please go on iTunes and leave us a review. That way we know whether we're doing a good job or not. The good, the bad, the ugly, we want to see all reviews. And if you're in the Merch Minds Facebook group, leave us a review. Come on, guys. I interact with a lot of you guys every day, so at least just take 2 minutes out of your day and leave us a review. And if you guys have any questions or comments, you guys can contact me and Glenn. I don't know about you, Glenn. I think you said you respond to all emails. I personally respond to all messages. Mm-hmm. And I'm currently also, and this is why I get so busy, right? You know, I'm doing merch. You know, I'm working on my Shopify store, but at the same time, I'm also working on my own personal website, which I had mentioned last year, and then it just kind of got sidetracked. And I'm trying to put that back into my work. So, you know, hopefully within the next couple of months that'll be done.
Yeah.
But other than that, what about you, man?
I'm pretty pumped for like when you get that going, like all the stuff for the other print on demand platforms and stuff like that. I want to see what Yong's up to.
Yeah, I mean, I've done a little Redbubble. You know what's funny is I have about 14 shirts on Redbubble, but just one. I've only sold one design out of those 14 shirts, but that one has been selling like hotcakes.
Oh yeah, nice.
So I mean, I think I posted my numbers on Redbubble. I mean, it wasn't a lot, but considering it's just one design that keeps selling, it was pretty significant. So,
didn't you sell like stickers or something like that?
Yo, dude, I made a fortune, man. Man, I sold a sticker on Redbubble, and I think like the royalty was like 64 cents or something, man. It was huge.
Like it was insane.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, absolutely, man. I'm gonna, I'll keep you guys posted with, all these other platforms that I'm working on. So,
yeah,
stay tuned.
Definitely let us know for sure.
Absolutely. Okay, guys, we'll talk to you guys next week.
All right, we'll see you.